Hi everyone, I am Santosh Monga from AIML batch Y2 section. So this was my D4 project about expenses and budget tracker program. So this is whole of the code available. So as you may see, the starting of the code begins from the program setup and the header files, which included hashtag includes splashkit.h. As we all know, this is the library. Hashtag include vectors, hashtag include string, hashtag include cmath, and hashtag include algorithm. Now while explaining this, now what is vector? Vector is the dynamic storage for we may say expenses and names and all this stuff. Okay, so coming next, cmath is used for using basic mathematics like sine, cos and all these, and algorithm is used for maximum and ceil function. So coming next, this is the double animation program. This is the global variable used by me. This provides animation to the pie chart implemented by me, which will be seen further by you. So this next part is the expense is the structure created by me of the part expense, and the next comes here the double. So the first major helper function, calculate underscore total, computes how much the user spends in total. Okay, so next comes the string part. This is also a function created by this. Both are the main functions created by me. And void draw pie chart is used to draw a pie chart. When we open a window, then we will see that a pie chart will be drawn, and this whole code is used for that function only. And these are the lines where cmath is used. As you may say, like radius into cos, cosine, these functions are only available if we use cmath library. So these are the slices. Like I have divided the whole pie chart into 3 or 4 steps, like we may say as food, rent, bills, traveling and all this stuff, so which comes out to be in the form of the triangle. So that's why I have divided the pie chart into 4 or 5 parts. So this is our main function. Here I have set the user input, like the user needs to tell that what is the monthly expenses, how much he invested in the food or rent, bills, transport and entertainment. This was what I was talking about earlier. So here is the budget. Now there are two conditions. If the budget is less, like if I am setting the budget to be like 20k and the whole of the expenses are less than 20k, then it will be fine. Only a pie chart will be available. But if the budget comes out to be less than the expenses, then we will get a warning, and he will also recommend us to reduce our budget in a particular field where expense is maximum. So this is the open window screen of the 700 and 620 are like the we may say that the size of the open window. We can also change this, like we we may take it like 800. Okay, so changing it, saving it. So this is the while loop. If like this is used to break, like when the open window opens, and if I press the escape key, then the open window will be closed. This command is just used to close the open window. So this was my whole loop and return 0. So this is used to close all the windows available. So now if I will run it, new terminal, we have to write the command which is like so like he asks the user about what is the monthly expenses in the food, like say it may be like 2k. Okay, So rent may be like 1500. Bills, let's the bills to be approx 1800, and transport to be, we may say, 1k. And entertainment, he lives like 450 or something like this, because I guess he's a student. Monthly budget, like say student has a monthly budget of 5k, then it will simply open a pie chart and will not give any kind of warnings and any kind of this stuff. But if I will take the budget less than that, less than the total expenditure which I mentioned, so there will be more information about it. So let's see that. Like if we may put it as 4500, so as it's properly clear that 4500 is less than the total expenditure, so this will be screen inputted. So as you may say, when this pie chart first came to the screen, it was like animated, so that was the use of the global variable which I mentioned earlier. So here are all the, like you may see that food, 2000, rent, all this information is printed here. Now expenses dashboard is like total spending is 6750. Highest category was about food, that it was maximum in food. Okay, so the maximum expenditure was in the category of food. So remaining budget, like it was in minus, like we have spent more than the budget. Okay, so warning is budget exceeded, and recommendation is what this recommend us, like reduce spending on food. So this was my whole task, which was about how which was about smart expense and budget tracker program. So thank you for watching.